What's up guys, Volt here bringing you a brand new Fast and Furious car remake. In today's remake, I'm bringing the 2003 Mitsubishi Eclipse Spyder GTS from Too Fast, Too Furious. The one that Roman actually gets to drive, and, he actually enjoys it. I believe in real life he actually customized it. He actually made or chose the livery for it, and the color stayed the same, and the interior color just kind of went to like a grayish color. I'll try to find some pictures and, talk about that a little bit. You can also look up Craig Lieberman's channel. He'll talk more about it, and he actually, helped build the cars and was on set for the movies and all that things. And a few of his cars were actually used in the actual movies. So, as you can see here, we have the regular Penumbra, the Maibatsu Penumbra. This was my normal design. I never got to actually make a video for it. I mean, I was going to make a video for it eventually, but then they came out with the Maibatsu Penumbra FF, which, as you can see, looks a little bit better. Of course, the Maibatsu Penumbra FF is going to be way more expensive, have a lot more customization, but it looks so much closer to the actual design. I know. Unfortunately, it is not a convertible. Rockstar couldn't just go in and probably take like the roof option from the Banshee 900R, or just I think even the regular Banshee itself, and just have the remove roof or keep the roof on option. That would be awesome. I would love it so much. It wouldn't even need to have a retractable roof like all the other cars in the game do that are convertibles. It could just remove the roof just like the Banshee 900R does, and I would be fine with it because mostly throughout the entire movie the car wasn't convertible, and at the very end they had the roof up because they had people in that weren't actually the people they're going after. Spoilers, I know, sorry, apologies, but if you haven't seen the movie, where you been? Anyways, we're gonna start off with the base price. As always, we're gonna go to the internet, travel and transport website, go down to the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, and you're gonna find yourself the Maibatsu Penumbra FF, very top car on the list, part of the summer special, and it's gonna cost you $1,380,000. I know, extremely expensive. I do apologize for well, actually, I can apologize as much as I want, but it's not my choice to make it this much. You can always wait for it to go down in price. Eventually it will get discounted to, I would say, like 25, maybe 35% off, maybe even half off, who knows, depending on if you have a Twitch Prime account, you have it hooked up that way, or something like that. They may even discount it even more, who knows. But again, we're going with that, and once you have it, then you're going to meet me down at the Los Santos Custom Shop to customize the beauty. And I have to say, Rockstar did a great job on the livery. The hood it's okay. The sides look pretty dang good, and so does the kind of like the box design. This is a custom crew color, by the way, so let you know that real quick. Since I got into a lobby with someone actually in the crew, shout out to Mystic. Best of luck to you getting that money for that ZR380. I don't know if you're gonna make one of the remakes I made, which is Takashi's or Morimoto's 350Z or Z33s or whatever you want to call them, or if you're just gonna make your own kind of design in general. A lot of people do that, and that's fine too. Anyways, I'll see you guys down at the Los Santos Custom Shop. So before I pull in, as you can see, I have this car out in all its glory in the nighttime, so you can see that beautiful blue neon. Yes, it is blue. It's not electric blue, it's just normal blue. Why is there... what? Where the heck did that come from? Alrighty. And you got Tempesta... oh, okay, someone... kind of like, what, a modded account? Hacked account? Something like that? He's got a dunce hat on. Probably a modded account. Anyway, let's go inside and customize before we get blown up, even though I'm in passive mode. Can't do that. As we pull in, the Maibatsu Penumbra FF is in the sports category. Kind of not really a shocker there. It is a sports car overall. So as I go over all my builds, I go over the overall look, the visual appearance, and the basic design, the car, and how it's portrayed in the movie, game, or anywhere else in general itself. Anything else I don't go over is completely up to you and how you want to customize it, how much you want to put into it, and I just give you a few staples that you pretty much want to follow, or can take into consideration at least. So without further ado, let's get into the build. So to start things off, you want to go to bumpers, you want to go to the front bumpers, and you want to put on the street bumper. I think this is the best option. It kind of gives that side grille look as well as the open front middle grille right there, as you can see, and it just looks really good on this bumper. The other bumper I think is this one right here, racing bumper. This is for Brian's Eclipse. This is for Roman's Eclipse. And again, if I do make any changes or find out that I should change anything, I will definitely let you guys know, and I will put it down in the top comment of the videos. I do that for all my videos, so do make sure to check back on them if you are kind of unsure about certain things, or if people are kind of, contemplating or kind of giving you a little bit of crap about, oh, why does your car look like this? You should have this on it. Either show my video or go back and look at the comment section, and maybe I change it to, accommodate their uses, I guess. From there, we move on to the rear bumper. You want to put on the street rear bumper. Nice open back bumper, as you can see. Big, huge hole. Kind of like, I think, how Brian's was, I believe. After that, move on to the exhaust. Now, the one I have on right now is a single small exhaust. So either you can go with that one, or you can go with the titanium tipped exhaust. Either one, as you can see, I switch between them quite frequently. But his exhaust is pretty much a large chrome tipped exhaust. That is to be, shown in the video, and I'll show some pictures on screen of it. So if you want to go for the real life design, you want to go with the single small exhaust, which, it's small, but it is a chrome tipped exhaust. If they had the titanium tipped exhaust in chrome only, then it would work for both Brian's and Roman's Eclipse. But unfortunately it doesn't, so you can either go with either one. For this video, I'll switch it up and I'll put on the titanium tipped, since, I showed you the chrome tipped at the beginning. It doesn't really matter to me personally. They both look okay, but I still think the titanium tip looks the best, personally. From there, move on to the front seats. You want to go with the street seats. Just instead of having them stock, he does have some, custom seats. So make sure you do go with those. They got the high headrest part to kind of hold you in, as well as, the straps and all that. So that's the best option for that. After that, we move on to the hood. You want to go with the carbon sport hood. Now, like I said in my Brian Eclipse remake, I went with something along the lines of, I think this one here, the carbon street hood. Can't really tell with the hood on the design on his car. So for this one, I went with the carbon sport hood, and I'll show you kind of why. It's kind of got the lines right by the red livery lines, as you can see, kind of going down the hood. And I'll actually have pictures of the actual car looking like that, probably on screen right about now or somewhere beforehand, to kind of show you why I chose this. I think this is the best option, and his hood is carbon. It's not painted, it is carbon. They are carbon hoods. After that, move on to the lights. You just want to keep them stock. And for the neon kit, you want to go to neon layout, front, back, and sides. And you want to go for the neon color blue. Again, both the Evo and the Eclipse both have blue. And this is, I guess you could say, this is also to kind of finish up your collection of the kind of almost the hero cars. I think I put out all the hero cars for Too Fast, Too Furious. So after that, move on to livery. And guess what? We putting on the We Hungry one. The We Hungry. It's Roman says it in the movie. I'll see if I can find a clip of it and maybe put it in there for you. But yeah, he says the iconic line.
You got something to eat up in there? We hungry.
And yeah, I mean, it fits it. The design looks really well spot on. I mean, it's really, really close, actually. It just kind of has like one extra line on the side. The front bumper is a bit weird. It seems like it's too white. It should be a lot more faded, I guess you could say. I don't know. It's a little weird. It doesn't look like the front hood and all that kind of looks pretty close. I mean, everything else on the side looks great. On the top, I mean, you got to have something on the top, unfortunately, because there's no remove roof option. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this. And again, Brian's is the other one, which is the Almost Had You one. From there, we move on to the mirrors. You just want to keep the stock mirrors. It just had the stock mirrors. It didn't change. They weren't really changed or anything. And secondary, you're just going to be spending more money. So just keep them stock, guys. After that, move on to the plate. You want to put on the blue and white one. Best option, personally, in my opinion. And you want to put on the custom plate, which reads H8TR, or hater. Again, that is H8TR, which means hater. If you don't understand that, then you probably haven't made custom plates before. But yeah, it stands for hater. From there, we move on to, same respray for last, the roof. You want to keep the stock roof. It doesn't have any roof scoops or anything, which, again, I wish this option, you could remove the roof. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely fantastic, which would be like one of the last options, or maybe the second option after the stock roof. And then you could have, the roof on there with some carbon roof scoops and all that stuff if you wanted to, or just roof scoops in general. That would be amazing, but unfortunately they didn't do that. So we gotta take what we can get. So just keep them stock. After that, move on to the skirts. You want to go with the long rounded shelf skirt. It kind of gives it good that straight down look, as well as the kind of going past the door on the bottom down there in the corner. Again, hard to see, very hard to choose this kind of skirt, but I think this is the best option for it, and I think it looks pretty close. From there, move on to the splitters. Again, no splitter, guys. Just don't even have one. Save money. After that, we move on to the spoiler. Now, again, I went with the carbon big wing, just like I did with Brian's Eclipse. I think it's the best option. It's not aluminum, unfortunately, because, again, this car had an aluminum wing on it with the black sides. You could go with just the big wing and have the crew color on it. It could work a little bit better, a little bit more shiny, but it is purple. So you could take your pick on which one you want to do, personally. Just like the exhaust. If you want the titanium tipped, or if you want the chrome small tipped one, if you want the purple wing, or if you want the big black carbon wing. It's your choice. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think they both look great. The purple one, personally, not my kind of cup of tea. I would just go with the black one, just keep it standard black, or carbon, I should say, not black. But yeah, that's the one I go for anyways. But again, your choice. After that, move on to the sun strips. There's no sun strip on the car, so don't worry about adding that, which is kind of weird because they're down in Florida, very sunny state. You think they would, but they don't. For the suspension, you want to keep it stock suspension. Again, if you lower it, it cambers it. And this car wasn't really lowered for the most part. It's pretty much stock. And I'll show pictures on screen of how high it was, kind of give you an idea of why I built it this way instead of lowering it down. Make sure you keep it stock. If anything, you can lower it down to lowered, but I wouldn't go past this. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of camber on those wheels. From there, we move on to the wheels, the wheel type. Go to sport category, custom chrome rims. You want to put on your Farashi RR. They look the closest to his custom rims. I mean, his rims are like huge, and they have like the rivets around the outside. I think it looks the closest anyways. I don't know if anybody else goes for these kind of designs. Didn't really look up too many builds. I know a lot of people did the Penumbra build, maybe an ETR one or an Elegy build, but that's about it. But I think these are the best choice. From there, wheel color, can't change it, chrome. Tires, tire design, there's no custom tires on these. Tire enhancements, you got no bulletproof tires. You can put them on if you wish. More realistic if you don't. Tire smoke, white tire smoke. Last before the respray is windows. You just want to put none. It didn't have no window tint, which is, again, kind of crazy because it's a sunny state. So, now I'll see you guys in 2 seconds with a rolled steel primer color. Alright, and we're back. Now, as you can see, I have my car in my primer out rolled steel. It doesn't look that great with his livery on it, to be honest. So, to add a little bit of color, I made a custom crew color for Roman's Pavo Purple, which is what the cars were actually painted in. And it is right here. So, you go to primary, you go to the crew color, and it'll be on screen right now. And all you do is just apply that, as you can see. Boom. Save pearlescent for pretty much almost last. For the secondary color, you go into crew color. You can go to classic and just go to the graphite. All it does is change the stitching, as you can see. Do you see the front stitching in front of me changing? That's about the only thing it changes. Doesn't change anything else on the car. Just keep that graphite. Keep it nice and dark, for the most part. Because unfortunately, you can't change the interior color all that much. But you can, once you get done with the secondary color, go to the trim color and put on the pearlescent, which we're going to put on, which is the bluish silver. His seats and his interior is kind of like a grayish suede, I guess. It's not really white. I thought it was white, but it was actually a grayish suede. So the best option, kind of like a grayish color, is like a bluish silver. It's kind of almost white, but it's not dark, or it's not light enough for it to be white. And then we go into the primary color. When you add that pearlescent, you just want to go down and add that bluish silver. It just gives it that nice kind of light glow to it, as well as it kind of doesn't overpower the livery and the hood and all that. It just looks really good. And that is it. That is how you recreate the 2003 Mitsubishi Eclipse Spyder GTS from Too Fast, Too Furious that Roman drives. But it does look pretty good. I wish it could be a convertible. I wish we had a better front livery option. And I wish we had kind of an interior color option as well. But other than that, I am pretty proud of it, pretty happy with it. Oh, and I wish we had aluminum, or at least making like a metal color for the secondary. You can't, and you're probably thinking, well, why don't you go in and change the spoiler to a secondary spoiler? There is no secondary spoiler option. The primary color is what the big wing is, and it just has a carbon option. It doesn't have a secondary option. If it had a secondary option, I would change the secondary option to be like a metal, and then I would change the spoiler to be the secondary spoiler, because then the only thing that would change would be the stitching. You probably wouldn't be able to see it anyway. So let's go outside. Nice and bright out. Holy crap. This is a first. But yeah, as you can see, car doesn't look that terrible. I'm driving around with the titanium tuner tipped exhaust on again. You can go for the single small exhaust if you want. It's just all chrome. Again, your choice. It doesn't really matter personally, but take your pick on which one you want to do. And yeah, that's gonna pretty much be it. So, hope you guys did enjoy. As always, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down in the comment section down below for what you want me to build next. Only one car, please, guys. Only one car. Do not add like 4 cars in one comment. Just one car, guys. Which one you want to be created the most, and I'll check it out and get back to you. With all that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in, and hope to see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.